Hello everyone, welcome to a Pauper Pedal Festival Total Storm list for League, and today this is the list that I will be covering. Um, it is trying to be as streamlined as possible, and I'll go over it pretty quick. If you're not familiar with how this works, you're going to be looping with Stream of Thought to eventually mill out your opponent. And the way that you do this is by taking a Semigirl Chamber or an Azorius Chancery or even an island and stacking Market Festivals on it. So we have Semigirl Chamber taps for blue-green. This adds 2 of any color. So once you have these 2 together, you are now tapping for 4 mana. So you can go blue, 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 and anything. And then when we have that 3 blue mana, that's our sweet spot to cast something like Ideas Unbound, which is draw 3 cards, and then discard 3 at the beginning of the next end step. And then we splice Psychic Puppetry onto it, which says tap or untap target permanent, splice onto Arcane for 1 blue. So we cast Ideas Unbound, splice Psychic Puppetry onto it. So for blue, 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 we draw 3 cards and untap this land. So that means that every time we cast an Ideas Unbound, if this is on the land, we're gaining 1 green mana and 3 cards. Now if I have 2 of these, now I'm gaining green, blue, blue, and I can keep stacking mana, putting more enchantments on the land, and then as I go through my deck, I can Stream of Thought targeting myself. It says target player mills 4 cards. You shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard into your library. So this is kind of like a build your own Past in Flames. We stream ourselves to increase the spell density of the deck and put back our arcane spells and just keep looping. And then eventually what you can do is stream yourself out to 0 and put back, and then you have an infinite loop where you can do something like put back Stream and Ideas Unbound and 1 of anything. And then if you have an Ideas Unbound in hand, you draw 3 cards, so you draw those 3 cards, and then you just stream your opponent for 1. So like not replicate it whatsoever. Put back Ideas Unbound, stream something else. And then that is an infinite loop, and you can put your entire graveyard into your hand. You can just keep gaining mana, whatever. Our setup cards here are 3 or 4 brainstorms and 4 ponders. You'd think we would want to have something like preordained, but in this deck we have so many shuffle effects. With 4 Muddle the Mixture, 3 Stream of Thought, we can get past it with Peer Through Depths. We have 7 fetch lands that these look super deep, and it's very good. We also have, for setup, we have Muddle the Mixture to potentially grab Puppetry or whatever, and mid combo we're going to muddle for an Ideas Unbound almost all the time. And then we have 6 Twiddly effects, 3 Dreams Grip, which is just Twiddle but better, where you can entwine it if you want, and we have 3 Snaps, which is can untap your lands, but also it's a bit of interaction. So that means that we potentially have turn 3, we can play the Semigirl Chamber with the Market Festival, and then win turn 4. We would do that by playing out a land, and then on turn 3, we have these 2 lands, and we can actually just twiddle the Growth Chamber, then we'll have 4 mana, play the Festival on it on turn 3, and then turn 4 have the Puppetry plus whatever, just start chaining. You can also do that with the Snap. Previously, you would try to just play out 4 lands and then Festival up this Growth Chamber and try to go off on turn 5, which you can still do if you are not pressed for time. That's pretty much the list, and the sideboard is very straightforward. We have 4 Blue Blast, 2 Giga Drowse, 3 Counterspell, 4 Moment's Peace, and 2 Weather the Storm. Basically, Weather the Storm is for burn. Blue Blasts will also come in against burn and are good for this new Mogwarts combo deck. Moment's Peace we use against aggro decks like Stompy and Heroic, and we also bringing in 1 Weather the Storm in case our life total gets low and we want to keep flashing back Deep Analysis. Counterspell is my catch-all answer for any sort of land destruction or big mana spells, so it can counter Dinrova Horror or whatever. And then Giga Drowse we only have 2 of, but it doesn't matter because these are for blue decks, which are not pressuring our life total, and we can draw into it eventually. We also have deep analysis to push through the blue deck's counterspells. And so that is the deck. I hope you enjoy the league, and we will see you next time.